It's Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to make an autumn-inspired necklace? We'll be using this adorable wooden butterfly cutout. And if you have paints or color pencils, you can always embellish it. And you can put some resin in it as well, like UV resin, or you could add flat back crystals. So endless possibilities. And I do have two of them. So I think in a future project, I will go ahead and embellish this one either with some paints or crystals. Comment down below on what you would like me to design with this little component. So I am using beads claimed from the Softlex Company live sales over the last couple weeks, and I just felt they were such a beautiful color to incorporate with this necklace. I'm using Softlex beading wire and silver. And then I'm also using these check glass beads. They're like little diamonds, and they are from a small business, Beautiful Soul Jewelry. And I will leave a link down below for their website as well as their Instagram. And they have the most beautiful things from handcrafted jewelry to gemstone towers. Before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And also down below in the description, I will leave links for Beautiful Soul Jewelry as well as the Softlex Company live sale information and all other necklace tutorials. Let's start creating. To start, we're just going to need a few 2x2s. We'll need 4 for our project and our wire. 10 inches of your soft flex wire. We have our 10 inches of our soft flex wire. We're going to add on one 2x2. We're going to attach it to this top opening here on our butterfly. And we're going to pass it back through our 2x2. We want to create a little loop so it has some movement. And what's nice about these is if you add paints to them, you could color one side and then the back would just be the natural. So completely up to you. You can kind of give it like a little reversible look. So we're just going to take our pliers and smash our 2x2 and we're going to round it. And that's going to give it a more professional finish. We have a little bit of a tail, so we're just going to trim our extra soft flex wire. And you could attach it to a jump ring if you wanted to, or just attach it right to the wood piece. Start with the smaller beads. And then we are just doing basic bead stringing. And these I made a sunflower necklace with. So I had a few left over, and I thought that they would really match with the design for this necklace. We're going to add one of these rondelles. These are about an 8 millimeter faceted check glass. So pretty. And one of our beautiful little diamonds. Add in one of our little sparkles. And you could add some seed beads or some metal spacers if you wanted to put some spacing in your design. So we're just going to keep adding on the beads to this side of our necklace. Added on all the beads to one side of our necklace. Now we're just going to attach our clasp. It just looks like the autumn sunset or all the leaves changing colors. I like to attach my bracelets or my necklaces to jump rings just in case I want to change out my clasp in the future or extend it. So you don't have to restring the project. You can just open up a jump ring. And to do that, we're just going to give it a gentle twist and slide on our lobster claw. And since it's almost craft fair season or gift giving season for the holidays, by adding a jump ring, you can always add like your little logo if you're selling at a craft fair or a made with love charm. So that's also a great little technique and reason to use jump rings. So we're going to slide on a 2x2. And I will have a lot of soft flex wire left over. Be sure to always save your soft flex. You never know when you'll need it for another project. We're going to slide on our little lobster claw with our jump ring and pass back through. Just go and give it a pull. We want to have just a little bit of wiggle room like we did up front so it doesn't cause tension. And then we're just going to give it a smash and rotate. And then we're just going to trim off the extra wire and save it for another project. And we have one side of our clasp done for our necklace. Take our other 10 inches of soft flex wire, our 2x2. We want to make sure that our loops are fairly the same size. We will just add on the rest of the beads to this side of our necklace. We added on all the beads to the other side of the necklace. We're just going to do the same thing. Slide on one 2x2 and your jump ring. Now, if you're using a two-part clasp, like a toggle, you would go ahead and attach that second part of the clasp to your jump ring. We're just going to slide it back through our 2x2. I think if you had one of the metallic soft flex wires, you could use that as well, like the copper. Would look really pretty with this design and color combo. So we'll just make any adjustments as needed. We want to make sure that our loops are fairly the same size. And then we are just going to give it a little smash and rotate. We're going to trim off any extra soft flex wire. And we have our beautiful autumn wooden butterfly necklace using beautiful check glass, full of sparkle and just beautiful autumn colors. Now, if you would like, you can also embellish this a little bit further. I'm going to be adding some little sparkles from the bottom of this pendant. So you will just need some head pins, seed beads, and small beads like a 3 or 4 millimeter. So we have some size 11 seed beads, and these are in gold, and they are from softflexcompany.com. And then I'm also using this little autumn blend of super sparkly crystals, and these are 4 millimeter round faceted. We're using 8 head pins. So we're just going to kind of add on some sparkles. And you can have a set pattern if you would like, or you can just kind of do them random. If you want, you could kind of do a cascading look, completely up to you. So we're just going to add them on. And then also your spacing, I'm just putting one seed bead between each little crystal. We're just going to add on the beads. You can make it however long you would like, or you can add tassels, or you can do like some seed bead fringe. So lots of design opportunities to add more sparkle to the pendant. So we're just going to add on the rest of the little beads, and then we will make loops with our head pins. I'll be making my loops with a one-step looper. So we just slide it into our tool. You want to make sure there's a little bit of room on before that first bead. You don't want it to damage it. We just give it a squeeze and it's going to give us a loop. You can also use your round nose pliers to make your loops as well. When we have all our little components made, we just want to take our round nose pliers and make sure that our loop is completely closed. We wouldn't want to lose any of our little dangles or embellishments. Similar if you've ever made a chandelier earring or pendant. I like to work on the inside and work towards the outside. For me, that's just easier. This is also great practice opening and closing jump rings. So we're just going to slide it through our little component and then we're going to close it. And you could add 1 or 2 little dangles per jump ring. You can always change it up as well. I think that's one of the best parts about jewelry making is nothing's permanent. So if you don't like the way that it's coming out for the design, you can always just make your adjustments. Added on a couple of the little dangles, and when working with this design, I like to work from the inside outward. So we're just going to open up a 6 millimeter jump ring. We're going to attach it to the next little component. So we have our 6 millimeter jump ring on our next component, and we're just going to slide on the little dangle that we made with our head pin and give it a close. And you can add more than one dangle or tassel to each jump ring. That's what's great about the jump rings is you can always change up your design as well of our little butterfly. And that way that we can bring the sparkle from the necklace down into the butterfly pendant. And then it just kind of gives it a little bit of movement to the piece. And then, of course, big wooden pendants are always on trend. And it's super lightweight. So for fall, if you're wearing a sweater, you'll still have that sparkle and that statement piece without having the weight of a big, bulky pendant. So we're just going to do the same thing on the other side and add our little dangles. So we're just going to do that until we reach the end of our necklace. We have our beautiful autumn butterfly necklace. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It'll help my little channel grow. And also down below in the description, I will leave links for the products I have used in this video, as well as all other necklace inspiration tutorials. Have a wonderful day.